Good morning and welcome to the Danville Architectural Heritage Board regular meeting, Wednesday, October 16th, 2019. First order of business, so we can get some of these folks who have other duties out of here if possible, is the approval of the minutes for August 21st.
I move they be approved.
I second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the August 21st meetings. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No opposed? Thank you very much. Third item, COA hearings. And staff, if you will let us know. Well, the first appears to be 109 Larimore Lane. I guess I could go ahead. Doctor? You will state for the record who you are and
All right. Good morning.
what you're asking for, Dr. Overmeyer.
My name is Thad Overmeyer, and my place of business is 109 Larimore Lane, Danville. And what I'm asking for is to construct a metal building on the south side of my present building in the parking lot that we own. The structure will be 28 feet long, 14 feet wide, and 30 feet tall. If you go to page 2, you'll see the building is the way it is now presently. And the building will, when you're looking at the picture, it will be to the right, and the downspout there will almost go to the downspout. The present part has a beer engine was in there, and it took up 1, 2, 3 spaces of parking. What we're going to do is build a building so we can parallel park to the building and have 2 places instead of eliminating it all. On page 3, you'll see the south side of the building, and you can kind of get an outline of what the building will, basically how much territory it takes up. We want to keep that door. That door has always been a problem, and so what we'd like to do is to build just to the right of the door, bring the wall there, up there, and so we can enclose that door and put a metal door on the right side. On page 4, it gives an idea of what the building will look like, and if you look at page 4 and 5, you'll see that the building has a sloped roof, and that the edge of the building next to the present building is 30 feet tall, and then 20 feet tall on the parking lot side. And we feel comfortable about doing that type of, 2 years ago, we had a covering over the rear engine door, and it wasn't sloped that way, and when it snowed that one time really hard and it melted, it came down and wiped out that door, or the awning, the thing. So I feel like if we stick this building just up underneath the new addition there, the gutter will be there, but when the snow falls, it won't have that far to gain speed and weight and break or hurt the building itself. We don't need any plumbing in this building. We just need electric, because what we're going to put in there is a 6,000-gallon tank that we can keep our purified water for our solutions that we're making. And then also, since it's going to be that high, the tank's only probably need a 9-foot ceiling on it. And then the level above that, we're going to store bottles, empty bottles, that we can take right into the second floor. What we're going to use for the, as you see on page 7, what we're going to use for the frame is 2 by 6, 16 on center, corrugated metal, and on the roof and the sides. And the second floor will have 2 by 10 joists, 16 on center. And the floor will have 4 by 8 sheeting, 5/8 thickness, and that's about it. A metal door will be centered on the east side, the new addition. And on the door on the second floor will be about 5'8" roll-up door or some type of door that we can take the forklift and raise the bottles right up to that floor itself and store them there. We did put a third floor on there, but this summer it got so hot up there, we didn't feel it was good enough to, we couldn't get any air circulating around, but this way we can open the door up and air can come through there if it gets so hot and won't affect the bottles. So the dimension of the new construction is 28 feet length, 14 feet wide, and 30 feet tall. And I said earlier that the roof will be angled so it can, if it snows, it can catch the snow off the main building without causing damages. Do you have any questions about this?
Just to confirm, so you're gonna have a 10-foot slope on the roof? So
Yes.
yeah, okay, and, how are you gonna deal with the paving? Like, you're gonna break it all out and?
Well, what we gotta do with the tank can't sit on that asphalt. And so we're gonna pour a concrete pad for the tank itself, which will take up most of that. And then we'll build treated lumber around the perimeter there, and then the concrete blocks. And what we're doing is building a concrete wall there, so if anybody hits the concrete wall, it'll slow them down before they hit the tank. So I don't really want to get into, the good thing about it is if somebody does rupture the tank, it's just pure water going out on the, and it's like a rain. It'd be more in the rain.
And so for that second floor, you're gonna be, are you gonna take out the 2 windows? How are you gonna do that?
Just whatever, one window or whatever we need to get a skid through there. It's about a 5 foot in width skid, whatever we need there.
And you're leaving the original door just in as access to the floor, or you're gonna take it out?
Down on the first floor? No, we're gonna take that out. It's not a good door. It doesn't function well. We're gonna put a metal door, frame door, on the new addition facing Second Street.
Right, and then just get rid of that door on the inside? on the
Correct,
interior?
correct.
Your concrete wall, you'll have to put a footer in, right? To
Probably.
sit that on?
Yeah, I don't imagine it'll sit on
Yeah.
too well.
Mr. Chairman, if I'm in order, I'm gonna make a motion to approve this because in my opinion, it meets all the right requirements. So yes vote.
I have a motion with the, appears to be the correct verbiage.
Oh, yeah, except we have to do better than that.
We have to do better than that?
And I don't
Okay.
have my guidelines with me.
Just put down whatever the state requires us to do. and Mr.
Yeah, no,
Wilson, so.
we get to quote.
Okay,
So,
quote that.
in our code, additions and new constructions is handled under 6.4.
Everybody up here should know what 6.4 is.
Exactly, but, for guidelines for additions, locate additions with respect to the historic right-of-way and orientation to the primary building. In this case, he's putting it to the side. Front right-of-way is Waremore Lane, so yes, totally meets A. B, construct additions in a way that protects the primary features of the building. And let's see, locate additions in consideration to the character defining features. Yes, the front of your building is the character defining, so it meets that. The second part of B is attach additions in a way that requires the least impact to or loss of historic fabric and features. I'd say since you're putting it on this blank side wall that which is concrete with no architectural details, it meets that. And attach additions so the design is reversible. You're using corrugated metal and wood, so if somebody came back and decided they wanted to take it down, they could do so fairly easily.
Yes,
correct?
yeah.
Part C, design additions to be compatible with the character and materiality of the primary building, but differentiated as a product of its own time. You're using the corrugated metal. It will match the roof, very much a product of this time. You're going to be adding the concrete block to protect it. That matches the material of the original building. And so, yes, I think you meet both of those. So, I believe.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, that's exactly what my motion said.
Yes, so it meets all qualifications of 6.4 for addition and new construction.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Any further discussion? No further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None opposed? Dr. Obermeyer, thank you for your contributions downtown, sir.
Thank you much, I appreciate it.
Nice presentation.
Item number, the second part of number 3, 201 West Main Street, vinyl sign for windows. Will this come from the staff? Bridget?
Well, I went ahead and presented it to you for your approval. I did not staff approve that one. The measurements of the window are on there, on the sheet of paper behind the original pictures. It appears to meet the 25% that are guidelines, but I wanted you all to look at it as well.
Yeah, I'd just like to say that because the measurements she gave for the signs were very much on their square, but they're not really square solid signs. They have a lot of open space. And our intent is that you can see in and things won't be blocked off, so I think if.
Well under 25%.
More than meets it. And I'd make a motion to approve them.
Have a motion to approve?
I'll second it.
Have a second? Any further discussion? Glad to have more businesses downtown. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Great. Probably didn't need to add that commentary, but we're trying to be business friendly here. Okay, item number 4, Bridget, staff approvals.
Yes, there are 2 staff approvals on there, and the one on 328 West Main was they just removed the acrylic letters on the front of the building and replaced them. So we approved that one. And then 151 North 3rd Street, Unit 1, all the thing that changed there was just the name. The sign stayed exactly the same. They just changed the name, the new doctor went in there. So it was just the lettering on the sign, so we staff approved that one.
Let me, if I may, for the record, Mr. Chairman, state, I'd like this to enter the minutes, that I in no way at any time had any knowledge, or quote, any conversation with any staff member pertaining to that building,
Which,
the Harry Lyons building,
okay.
in case somebody wants to know that.
Yay. Thank you for the staff approvals.
Yes, thank you.
I move adjourn.
I second.
Have a motion to adjourn. Not a record, but we're 14 minutes into this. Not bad.
That tells me one thing, we did our homework for okay.
But we haven't voted yet. Tiffany, any members of the city commission present? Note that in the minutes, please. Mr. Hunter, glad to see you here, sir. Thank you. Motion to adjourn, second.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Y'all have a good week.
You guys rock.